Well, Dr. Joe, here's a good question for you. This one comes from Catherine, and this actually kind of plays a little bit off of what Dr. Jeff just said when he was talking about the news.
Yeah.
She says, how does positive thinking affect pain or pain tolerance? And and when I say, it kind of plays off his previous answer to his question, is I know, watching the news puts a lot of negative thoughts and energy into our brain and our minds. So how does positive thinking affect pain and pain tolerance?
Well, interesting enough, I say, is there any other type of thinking besides positive thinking? Right? So in my opinion, if you're going to think positive. And if you're going to dream big. But there's a ton of research out there. Whenever we do these interviews, I look at my own answer response to some things, and when talking about the facts and sharing statistics, there's a lot of research out there that shows even in surgeries, minor surgeries, they're bringing in guided people to do guided meditation instead of anesthesia. Because when you get from the beta to the alpha to the theta into those delta waves in a meditative or positive state, and you're hearing these positive affirmations over and over through a guided visualization, it's actually shown to increase the endorphins and the enkephalins, which are the pain modulators. And they've measured this in studies, and they showed that the response has been almost twice that of morphine. So yes, so there's a definite connection. Deepak Chopra talks about psychoneuroimmunology. Psycho meaning mind, neuro meaning nervous system, immunology meaning immune system. So we put it all together. There's this new field of study, it's not really new, that the mind has control over our nervous system, which we know, and also directly affects our immune system. How many times you hear somebody sneeze in a workplace and say, "Oh, I'm going to get sick"? Well, congratulations. I can't wait for you to prove yourself right. Right? Well, oh, he must have caught a bug. Which bug? The same bug that was in my building? Because I don't catch the bug. Because I don't believe I'm a victim to pathogens and viruses. I have a healthy immune system. So thoughts are things. I believe what we think about, we bring about. What we fear the most, we get the most. But when it comes to the research, one article that I came across, giving patients expectations of a positive outcome from a routine minor surgical procedure, not done in a hospital, but we're talking about something done in an outpatient service. There was over 140 people, and the researcher Tetsuo Koyama, MD, PhD, is a postdoctoral fellow at Wake Forest University Baptist Medical Center. In his news release, he said that telling patients about a positive outcome had a 28% decrease in their pain ratings following outpatient surgery. So
Wow.
Almost a third better by just telling them that they're having an outcome. Another research article where it wasn't a surgical procedure, but they exposed these patients to a different level of heat, and they took 3 different groups, and they told them how they would experience the pain from the heat. And interestingly enough, the heat was only 115 degrees. So it was like a warm day in South Florida in August. So it wasn't dangerous. But there was a 38% lower response of pain being noted in the people that they told they wouldn't feel pain. And the people that they told that they were going to experience excruciating pain were screaming on the top of the lungs in the research article. So thoughts are things, what we think about, we bring about. And it definitely, through psychoneuroimmunology, can release these endorphins and enkephalins, which are our pain modulators. So it's proven in science.
Yeah, a couple of things with that, just real quick. One, when my wife was pregnant, we did a natural birth, and so she used no drugs. She was actually in labor for 38 hours. No drugs, but she used like this meditative, she had bought this thing online, this course, someone had told her about it, and it was like a CD set, whatever, and she put on the headphones, and she said it helped tremendously, like with the pain. Like she still had some pain, but like she's like, it really seemed to help, like not keep it as bad as it could have been, I guess, That's one thing, and then the other thing is that when you talk about positive thinking and like, what you said about people are like, oh, you're going to catch the bug, sort of thing. Recently in my household, like my mother-in-law came by, she was sick. My wife ended up getting sick, and then my daughter got sick, and my wife was like, well, she's like, you're probably going to get sick too. And I'm like, I'm not getting sick. And she was just like, well, all right, but, just warning you, don't get close to me, because you might get sick. I was like, no, I don't get sick. And, like, sure enough, man, I didn't get sick. Like, so, I mean, I think that's just proof right there that germs don't cause sickness, and that, your mindset can have a huge impact on that.
If germs actually cause disease, we'd all be dead. We'd all be sick all the time, right? So, I mean, how does two people that work in the same environment and eat the same lunch in the same cafeteria, one gets sick and one doesn't? I was at a St. Patrick's Day party a couple weeks ago, and one of the guys who's a executive for a major Fortune 500 company, he's like, oh, Joe, don't come near me, I'm sick. I'm like, I have a strong immune system. I get adjusted, work out, sleep, meditate. I said, I shook his hand. I forced him to shake my hand, and when I was done, I took my hand and I took my glasses off and I wiped my hand all over my face. I said, I don't believe that germs cause disease. Of course, everybody in the neighborhood looks at us as the wacky family, but
yeah, you're crazy. What is this guy doing? Yeah, that's awesome. What a great testimony to that.